Hi, Eleanor. Grandma's got a new story for you today. Oh, but it's by an author that we both know and we love, Eric Carle. And actually, I just noticed that he didn't actually write the words in this book. It was written by Richard Buckley, but Eric Carle did all the artwork. He drew the pictures and painted them, just like he did some of our other favorite stories like, what it was that one about the seahorse? Oh, I can't remember the name. Anyway, there are quite a few that we've read already, and this one is called The Foolish Tortoise. Do you know what a tortoise is? It's a kind of a turtle, but it lives on the land. And what is this thing? That's his shell, isn't it? He carries his shell around on his back. That's his house. Can you imagine everywhere you go, you've got to carry your house with you? Oh boy, that would get old fast. I'd get real tired of that. A tortoise, tired of being slow, impatient to get up and go. Ah, boy, Grandma's going to have to read better than that, isn't she? Took off his large and heavy shell and left it lying where it fell. Hooray! Hooray, he cried. Now I've been freed. I'll see the world at double speed. Ah, he thinks he's going to be fast now. Look, doesn't he look funny without his shell? Oh my goodness. He almost looks like an alligator with a tiny head. Though faster, he was not express, and his protection was far less. So when he heard a hornet's drone, the tortoise crept beneath a stone. Oh, can you see him hiding under there? There's his tail. There's his head. A hungry bird came sweeping past. He looked so fierce and flew so fast. The tortoise hid behind some trees. Can you see him? There's his head. And felt quite weak behind the knees. Oh, dear. You know, his shell protects him from all kinds of creatures, and now he doesn't have it with him. I don't feel safe. There's too much risk. If only I could be more brisk. He headed for the riverbed. A fish swam by. The tortoise fled. Oh boy, looks like that fish might want to eat him. Oh dear. Along his way our hero went and almost had an accident. A snake with open jaws slid near, and the tortoise backed away in fear. Oh boy, look at that open mouth. Now the snake wants to eat him. A hare, a hound, a horse raced by. So rapidly they seemed to fly. The tortoise gasped, sat goggle-eyed. I'll never be that quick, he sighed. He wandered on. The sun rode high. I wish I had more shade, he cried. A sudden thunderstorm swept in and soaked the tortoise to the skin. Oh boy, first the sun and he was too hot, and now the rain and he's getting soaked. The wind rose up and soon the breeze was bending branches in the trees. The tortoise shivered. Now I'm cold. I wish I hadn't been so bold. There he is. Oh, goodness, poor tortoise. I think I've lost the urge to roam. I think it's time that I went home. Without my shell, I don't feel right. So when his shell came into sight, what do you think he did? He climbed back in and said, "Good night." Wow. I think he spent a whole day wandering around, exploring the world, and he discovered something, didn't he? He discovered that he didn't like it without his shell. Even though he's slow with the shell on, he's not very fast without it. And that's the story of the foolish tortoise. The end. love you, Eleanor. Bye-bye.